so cold, it's like snow at the summit. Thinking out the box, I'll be rolling all the punches. Sticking and moving and weaving and ducking. Stay on my toes like I'm out here boxing. I refuse to be broke, so I double my profits. Now I bring the city hope and get back to the projects. Keep it solid, there's no other option. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, I give a blessing. Here's a lesson, don't you ever...
de tu vida, que a otro no podías ni mirar. Luego mi sueño perdido eres tú. Te busco en mi mundo azul. Mi cumbre de amor eres tú. Sueño perdido eres tú. Te busco en mi mundo azul. Mi cumbre de amor eres tú. Yo soy solo un atardecer que envuelto en tu cielo mi bien se muere igual que ayer. Y es por ti, por lo que yo quiero vivir. No importa si piensas en mí, que no te puedo comprender. Perdóname por todo lo extraño que soy, que quisiera decirte hoy. Mi sueño es poderte alcanzar.
Ayer creo que te vi, qué gusto me dio. Suspiré al saber que era solamente una ilusión. El día que te fuiste, mi vida cambió. Le grité preguntando por qué te fuiste sin decirme adiós. Vuelve pronto mi amor, te lo pido por favor. Solo quiero verte una vez más para decirte lo que quiero. Vuelve pronto mi amor, te lo pido por favor. Solo un momento te pido a ti para calmar este dolor que te hice, que te hice, porque te fuiste de mí.
What better way to start off the Tiger Eyes show? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? I got the man behind the man behind the man. This young man right here is taking Tejano music by storm. I mean, this guy right here, Beatriz Gonzalez, this guy right here will do an awesome collaboration with you, young lady. I mean, y'all can do some fire. Roland Martinez, how you doing out there, my brother from another mother, Roland Martinez? We also got, let's see. I'd also like to send a big old shout out before we get the show started to a good friend of mine, Maria Martinez out of Hereford, Texas. Maria, we are praying for you, fam, on the passing of her brother. All the Tiger Eye Show family members, we're all here. We're all going to be praying for you, sister. He's our new guardian angel, ma'am. Maria Martinez. Nobody ever wants to hear bad news like this, especially during the holidays. But I just want you to know, on behalf of myself and on behalf of all the Tiger Eye Show family members, fam, he's in a better place. He's not suffering. And he's going to be watching over you and over all of your family. He's going to make sure that you're taken care of. So our condolences on behalf of DJ Tiger Maes, the Tiger Eye Show, and all the Tiger Eye Show family members. We're here for you, sister. Much love and blessings. Thank you for always supporting. We got you. Anything you need, DJ Tiger Maes and the Tiger Eye Show family members are here for you. That's what we're here for. It's all about family. It's all about love, and it's all about supporting one another. Are y'all ready? Are you ready, Samantha Gonzalez, TJ Gonzalez? Are y'all ready? Because this man right here, this young man right here, is taking Tejano music. He is taking Tejano music, like I said, by storm, like tornado, like hurricane, like todo, all in one package. I don't know. Y'all seem a little excited to get to know my brother from another mother. So I say we're gonna do a little something like this. I see him, he sees me, but he don't see me. I see him and he is excited. This was put together by Victoria's Promotions' very own Vicky V. Thank you, Vicky, for putting all this together. And órale, that's all y'all get. It's just a little probadita. It ain't a buffet. Calm down. Just give me a little taste. How many of y'all know who that awesome young man is? Well, you know what? Without further ado, are you ready, DJ Eminem? The one and only. I don't know where he's from. I didn't ask Vicky V. But I know that he's somewhere from Texas. A wonderful young man. And he is the one and only Danny Ortiz.
What's going on?
How you doing, brother? How you doing, big dog?
How you doing, man? Doing pretty good, man. Thank you so much. Gracias. Thank you for having me on your show, DJ Tiger. I really appreciate it. And thank you for all the kind words that I was kind of hearing out there. So and everybody out there, thank you so much for tuning in and being with us and checking out our conversation and see where it goes.
That's right. First of all,
okay,
who is this young man that I have? Who is Danny Ortiz?
Just a simple guy from South Texas, from Brownsville, from the Valley, 956.
Oh, Brownsville.
Yeah,
Brownsville. That sounds very interesting. Who comes from Brownsville?
There's quite a few bands that come out of Brownsville, but the one that has made the most impact on me is Grupo Maes, Jimmy Gonzalez, Joe Lopez, Adolfo Garcia. I mean,
Super boy.
oh yeah, and all the other guys from Brownsville that was part of the band.
Okay, so you're from Brownsville. Okay,
Yeah.
so what made Mr. Danny Ortiz come into the music industry?
Well, I mean, locally, I was playing since I was a teenager. My dad had a band orchestra back in the day, so it runs in my family. It's a musical family. We had the Ortiz Orchestra, my dad's orchestra from back in the day, and we all started learning instruments. So music was, I think, it came somewhat easy to start playing and wanting to play music.
Okay, so what do you play any instruments?
So I'm a drummer. I play
Oh.
drums. I used to play drums a lot better, so many years ago. I guess I picked up more of the vocal gigs. But I still play drums every once in a while. Can I still play the same fills? Probably not. Back in the day, I used to practice 2-3 hours a day because I wanted to be like Neil Peart from Rush.
Oh, okay. So I take it, was he one of your musical influences as far as a drummer would go?
Oh yeah. Yeah. My older brother was watching a live concert video back in the day. And I must have been 13, maybe somewhere there, 12, 13. Passing by the TV, I check it out. Neil Peart's playing his drum solo, his famous YYZ drum solo. And I just focused. And I stayed there to the very end. And after that, I was hooked.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you would have to say the best drummer around, who would it be?
But like today?
Well,
I mean,
let's just say, let's say 80s rock. Let's throw it to the 80s rock. Who would you say the best drummer would be?
I mean, I'm biased. I'm always going to say Rush. I'm always going to say Neil Peart, Simon Phillips, great drummer. I'm forgetting names right now. Steve Smith. Phil Collins, great drummer.
Ooh,
he actually has a documentary that came out that I need to check out. Everybody's telling me about it, so I got to get on Netflix and check that out. Oh yeah, too many musicians, too many drummers.
Okay,
got a lot of influence from a lot of people.
I myself, shout out to TJ Gonzalez, Pete Salmeran in the house, Boral Lopez Jr. Myself, I would have to say, in my personal opinion, I would say my biggest favorite drummer would probably be Peter Criss.
Okay.
From Kiss.
Kiss. Yeah.
Kiss. Peter Criss was probably it would be a toss-up between Peter Criss and Tommy Lee from Motley Crue.
I knew you were going to say Tommy Lee. For some reason, I thought it was going to be Tommy Lee first. I'm like, here we go, Motley Crue, Tommy Lee.
Peter Criss and Tommy Lee. I think those are the two bad boys if you talk about some serious drummers.
Oh, yeah.
Around.
Yeah. So those guys, for me, great drummers, but they were great at showmanship. They were great show drummers, live concert drummers. They want to entertain the crowd, and they did a great job. Very good job. All the tumbling, all the Tommy Lees.
Oh man! Ooh. Have you ever thought about doing that in one of your concerts for your drummer?
To not eat the whole day, just to do all the quick. Dude, I'd vomit, man. No.
He said I'd vomit.
No. I tried, twirling sticks and doing all that. I couldn't do it. I mean, I could twirl sticks, but not play drums and twirl sticks at the same time. I can't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is some interesting
Yeah.
interesting information
So
there.
I was a teenage rocker. I loved everything. My cousin Noe Ortiz, also my manager with this project, and my older brother and him, they had a rock band back in the day in the Valley. They were called Kickstart, and they were a cover band. They played, and Noe también as a drummer. They would play everything from Rush, Night Ranger, Iron Maiden, Motley Crue, Poison, Scorpions. I mean, you name it, Pantera, a little bit of Megadeth every once in a while. Man, they'd go all over the place. And then they'd finish the song, and if somebody requested something, they'd go all the way back to Brown Eyed Girl or Jimmy Buffett or one of those.
Oh, wow.
And so I started learning how I would start learning stage performance from that age. I was their roadie back in the day. So I was this little teenager, high school guy, going to the clubs all over the Valley. McAllen, Club X, Harlingen, Brownsville, all over the Valley. So that's what I was doing. I was soaking it up and learning how to do that.
Well, that is awesome.
And at the same time, being the rocker, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ended up being very good friends in high school with Mike Gonzalez, Jimmy's son, right?
Oh,
Mike in the Iconic, Mike Gonzalez, the drummer. Him and I met freshman year at the same high school. And that's how my whole Tejano thing started in a way. So, I'll tell you a real quick story. We meet and we already knew each other from band. I was a trombone player. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. I played trombone, but I don't have the chops anymore. I was a trombone. Mike was a percussionist. We ended up kind of talking in algebra class, I think it was pre-algebra or algebra class, freshman year. And I look at him and we're sitting right next to each other. And I go, "Hey dude, you know what she's talking about?" And he's like, "Nah, nothing." We weren't getting it. That I was not good at that. And so from there, we started talking about bands and music. And oh, hey, dude, I'm a drummer too, not a trombone player. And I try to play Rush stuff. I'm a Rush fan. Oh yeah, me too. And we just went like that. So after it was kind of like that movie Step Brothers. You find out we're best friends. We're best friends forever or whatever. From there, we just started hanging out. That's when I found out that he was Jimmy's son. He invited me. I'll try not to make this too long. He invited me. He's like, "Hey, dude, my dad has a band and he's gonna play. He's gonna play at a place at an event." "Oh, okay, cool." He's like, "Just wanted to see if you wanted to go." And I said, "Pues yeah, but I gotta ask my mom. It's still chiquitos. I gotta see what's up." So I asked my mom. Of course, she says yes, and we go. And I'm trying to keep this short. I'm trying not to be too detailed on this.
No, go right ahead.
It's hard for me not to because this is what I experienced, right? He's like, "Okay, no, bueno, I'll go with my brother and I'll pick you up and we'll take off. We'll drive you." Okay, cool. So I'm waiting outside and I hear this coming down the road. This bass coming. And then I see this car pull up, made a U-turn, and it's a little like a Chevy, like a red Nova, a red 4-door Nova. Tinted windows with the bass going. Window rolls down, and the driver, I don't know if I knew him yet, but it was Junebug. It was Mike's brother, older brother. Sin camisa y todo, nomás with the seatbelt. And then Mike looks over, he's like, "Hey, bro, get in. Let's go. We're leaving. Órale." So I'm like, "Well, here we go." So we go. We're in the Valley in Brownsville. And we keep driving. We're on the highway. I noticed that we passed Harlingen, Texas. That's about 30 minutes north. We're still driving, and I'm like, hey, dude, where's your dad gonna play? Oh, we're gonna go to McAllen. That's about an hour away. And I'm like, está bueno, okay, let's do it. So we're there. We finally get to the area. We get off the highway and we pull into this parking lot. Parking lot, dude, pure cars, filled. Kind of like, if you can remember, like the movie Urban Cowboy, Gillies.
Okay.
I mean, you know how the scene they drive into the bar, you see nothing but cars out there, like that. And then we're pulling in, and I'm like, well, this is I thought it was gonna be like a party or something. I'm like, no, this is like an event. Está bueno. And then I see through the front doors, you see this long line of people going out to the parking lot. And so we keep driving, and I notice, well, we're driving all the way to the back. It's kind of like an event center. And so we go to the back, we park, and of course, we get in. They got the bouncers, they got security out there in the back. We go in with no problem. And I'm like, I'm feeling a little special, this little kid. And so then we finally get to the backstage, and Grupo Maes was just starting, if I'm not mistaken. No. They weren't. Jay Perez was playing. Perez was playing, dude. And this is a long time ago. This is a while back. This was probably 90s, early 90s, somewhere there. 92, 93. And I think Jay Perez at that time, he was already, he was already solo. He was going up. He was playing the last couple songs. I saw probably the last 3 songs. Boom, they take a break, and I'm looking out, and people are out, nothing but heads, all the way out, like a concert. And then Grupo Maes comes in, and boom, they start the show. And I think since back then they were starting with ¿cómo se llama? The Tigres. I think it's the accordion, la polquita.
Oh, polka de tigre.
Polka de Tigres. And I think at that time, I don't know if it was Frankie Caballero or Homero. I think Homero Esquivel was playing, and all the guys were jamming. Jimmy was there on the guitar. Brando Mireles on keys.
Ooh.
Adolfo Garcia on drums. Tommy Gonzalez on saxophone and percussion. Who else? I'm missing somebody in that lineup. Mario. I think it was Mario Gonzalez on bass. And they were jamming, and people even more people showing up and doing their thing. And then Joe Lopez finally comes. It was about 15, 20 minutes of them jamming. Joe Lopez comes up from the backstage, says hi to me, says hi to Mike, says hi to me. Hey, mijito, how you doing, kids? You're doing good? Yeah, all right. Okay. Time to work. Yeah, se fue. Boom, center stage, and Maes just did their thing. For me, I was just looking at it, and I'm like, soaking it up. I must have been maybe 15, 16, somewhere there. Joe Lopez kicking butt, stage, all the women just paying attention to him and loving him and everything. And Jimmy over there playing the guitar in the back and just studying. I could tell he's just like every song change, he's just studying. Okay, changing it on the fly, doing his baseball signs, all the different signs he would do for the songs. And the band, no communication, but just those baseball signs. And boom, they change song. They go at it. And Jimmy doing the magic. Jimmy, that guy was the producer, arranger, and everything. So that for me was just a learning experience, just that one performance. And then throughout the years, through high school, Mike, hey, let's go over here. We're going to this salon. We're going to go to this event. So we saw them quite a few times. And that for me, I think I was just soaking all that up, seeing how they do it. And so, learning experiences.
So out of all the, and like you said, you've been around the music industry for a long, long time. What would you say would be your most memorable moment when you would go and watch a band perform, and why?
You know, I didn't have I didn't see as many bands as I wanted to see.
Okay.
But quite a few concerts. I saw some concerts and other bands and local bands. You know, it's hard to pinpoint one band, but I know for me, the Maes experience, I think, is probably my one of my best experience of just watching the guys, see how they work, see how they play. Um, Again, it goes back to just stage professionalism. You know, how
Mhm.
to conduct yourself, just how to be on stage, how to hold a microphone, how to transition music, transition song to song, you know, how to read the crowd. When is the crowd getting a little tired? Hey, play a ballad, play something slow, you know, change it up, play a cumbia from here, play a polka, whatever it is. If it's a different crowd, throw in a country song or something. Just change it up for a little bit. I think those are a lot of the things that I've picked up throughout the years. Knowing how to get through a performance, especially when it's a tough audience and they're just, you know, you don't know if they're enjoying it or if they're not enjoying it. And every musician, every band, every entertainer goes through that. I don't care how good you are, you're always going to have a night like that. And I think through experience is goes back to your mental strength. How strong are you to overcome that? Don't show it on stage. Don't show that you're nervous, or don't show that, oh, you know, these somebody might not be having a good time. Because I guarantee you, and this always happens, when I have felt that, I get off stage, y gracias a Dios, nothing but compliments. Oh man, you guys were fantastic. You guys are great, man. You know, all that stuff, all the positive criticism, critiques that they give us and me with my past bands. Um, then you understand sometimes the people say, "Hey man, I hope you don't mind, but we're not a dancing crowd, or we're not a dancing family. If you're doing a private party or something, you know, we love to sit down and enjoy the music." So then you learn from that experience and you take it with you with the other experiences. You never know what kind of crowd you're playing for. All you got to do, whether it's 5, 10, 15 people or 5,000 people, just do a good show. Have fun. Just throw it out there. Put it out there.
Okay. What advice would you give the younger generation, buddy, that's coming into the music industry?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, because we all know that the Tejano industry is probably one of the hardest industries to get into. So, what advice would you give the younger generation coming in?
You know, be true to yourself. Be true to yourself, what you're playing and what you like to play, and what makes you feel good. Because I think if you do that, it's going to show automatically, and people will respect and believe in your product. You know, um, I think that's number one. Number two, get out there. Get out there when you're young. Play. Don't worry about the big picture of like, oh, I'm gonna be the next so and so. You know, I'm gonna be there. Just enjoy that time. Enjoy being present while you're playing. Doesn't matter if you're playing a garage party when you're young, or you're doing a small street party, block parties, and you wish you can be in the big stage of the festival. It doesn't matter. Whatever stage you get, and they allow you to play it and have fun, because you're going to pick up, you'll pick up fans little by little, little by little. Also, younger generation, younger generations are so much stronger than us guys that are a little bit older with social media. Take advantage that you have that knowledge of how to do all the social media, because that's really the new, that's the new thing. So many people are using it. Get on as many platforms, many pages, create as many pages, get out there. What I will say is this: I've always been a firm believer. If you're going to advertise or you're going to market something, make it worth sharing it with your listeners, with your audience. Don't put something just to put something out there. Don't go, hey, this morning, look at my hot cup of coffee from Starbucks, and then that's your post. Don't do, for me, those are time waster posts. Don't waste your audience time. Try to have content. If you don't have content, start creating content so people can follow you, whether it's pictures, a quick, hey, what's up? Hope everybody's having a good day. But put something behind that. I'm working on a new video. Check it out. Do something. So that goes with that, people know so much more than I do with that. So, but always put something that's worth listening to or hearing. And if you're going to record something, record it right. Do it good. Do it the best you can, because you don't want to record a song and it sounds like a demo and you're trying to throw it at everybody. DJ Tiger, play my song. Vicky V, help me out, promote it, which Vicky V, hey, thank you very much, Vicky V. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much for the support. Gracias. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. And we're going to keep doing it. All of us are going to keep doing it together. Going back, right, my ADD. Woo. Let me go back over here. Record a good song. That way it's worth playing.
Okay.
Record a song that people can relate to.
Oh, yes.
Don't go too far out of the box. And it's natural, right? I want to be different. I need to make my own unique thing. It comes with time. It comes with time when you're collaborating with new people in your group, different people. I'm glad that I'm collaborating with some heavy hitters with my music, with Muñeca de Cristal. Mr. Jay Alanis is producing me. Long-time bass player for Jimmy Gonzalez, about 14 or 15 years. And now Jay is a musical director for Jay Perez and coming out with new music. So I'm excited to hear, what's coming out. It's going to be, I know it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Heck
So,
yeah.
So going back with the younger guys, younger girls, if you're going to do it right. Do it right.
Okay.
Audio, video, everything.
Perfect. I'm gonna play a little something real quick.
Okay, bro.
And with this, I'm gonna play is gonna bring up the next question. This next question, and I know I'm gonna give everybody a little sneak peek, and this is gonna ring a little ding-a-ling-a-ling in your head, and that way we can let everybody know. So, what does this song bring into conversation?
Vengo triste y derrotado. Tengo triste el corazón. que no hay, por favor. Perdóname, olvídalo, todo acabado entre tú y yo. Desde la noche en que dijiste adiós, te empecé a olvidar.
All right, you said that album when we talked, you said that album brought back some memories. So can you let us know the number 16? What is that all about?
Man, dude, what year did that album come out? Do you know?
Number 16, I believe, came out in
86,
yes.
somewhere there,
Yes, exactly.
I think. Maybe
You
somebody
said
will
19
maybe
you,
somebody will send a comment and correct us, but
you said 86, right?
I want to say something like that.
Yes. So what is that? What does that bring a conversation up to?
So, you know, it's a visual thing when I hear those songs. So it was a Sunday morning after church, in my dad's kitchen, and we were just, you know, my parents, they're talking about everything. My tío Claudio, my dad's oldest brother, I remember him coming by the house and hanging out, right, eating whatever we ate, barbacoa or whatever it was that we were eating. And he goes, hey, Eusebio Chevo. My dad's name was Eusebio. Eusebio, check this band out. It's a local band, aquí de Brownsville, de la Onda Tejana, and they sound pretty good, and they're moving up. They've been hitting for a while, and I want you to check it out. So he put this, you know, little radio with a tape, and I remember it being red with that number 16.
Mm-hmm.
He opens it and he pulls it out. Right? So I'm getting a visual of it. It was white. The tape was white with red letters on it.
Mm-hmm.
So he pulls it out and I see it. I was like, wow, that's a pretty cool tape with red letters. Puts it in. And I think the very first Maes song I heard was Decídelo.
Mm-hmm.
And that song is on that album, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is.
And that's, you know, I remember that song. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, right?
Uh-huh.
And I remember that melody and it got stuck in my head. So I don't know how old I was, chiquito, real chiquito. And I remember that song that melody stayed in my head. And that song probably did not come back out until when I met Mike in high school.
Oh.
And so when we would hang out, we would hear some of his dad's songs and all that. And I'm like, oh, that's the song. That's the song. I think that's the song when I was a kid I heard back in the day. And so that was my connection to that. Okay. And I think it was more of the visual. I think it was the white cassette with the red letters.
And I just want to just pinpoint something. You said Uncle Claudio.
Yes.
Okay. It is such a coincidence because my wife's maiden name,
Mm-hmm.
her maiden last name is Claudio.
Oh,
my
wow.
wife, Melanie Claudio, is her maiden name.
Oh, wow.
So that is such. I mean, when you said your Uncle Claudio,
Yeah.
I looked at her. She looked at me like, "What?"
Yeah.
That's her maiden last name is Claudio.
I never knew that was a last name. Crazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
didn't know that either till I met her.
And then I have my sister. Her name is Claudia.
Oh, wow!
And she's the backup. She's the backup. So Muñeca de Cristal. That's the
Are
girl.
You serious?
It's my little sister.
Wow. You know what?
Which, in my opinion, she sings. She runs circles around me. Oh man. Oh my God. Yeah. For me, I'm like, I need to try her. She just opens her mouth. She's a bird.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah.
There is. Let me see. there is a lot of catching up that we have for our brother from another mother right here, Mr. Danny Ortiz. And we're gonna do a little something going like this for our brother.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
How are the people doing out there? I can't see comments or anything, but
You can't, okay. But you know what? I'm gonna let everybody know. I'm gonna let everybody know who this young man is right here. Are y'all? I need for y'all to share. Start
yes, please share.
tagging, because this is who this young man is right here, Mr. Danny Ortiz. Are y'all ready? I'm gonna let y'all know who this guy is. Vicky V Victoria's Promotions very own Danny Ortiz.
Going on
With a special guest on this. Who can let me know who this vato is? A special guest on Danny Ortiz, Muñeca de Cristal. Who's the special guest? Let's do it. Let's dedicate this song going out to my wife, Tiger Maes.
No sé lo que pasó, me pegó un rayo cuando yo te vi por primera vez. Y aunque alguien te traía de la mano, soñaba yo con volverte a ver. Fiesta entre amigos, te volví a mirar y no aguanté. Me acerqué a ti muy despacito y al ver tus ojos me enamoré. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal y con mi vida yo te cuidaré. Valiosa que las perlas del mar, el tesoro que soñé. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal, una gema convertida en mujer. Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer.
That's right. Y'all be looking out for this young man, Danny Ortiz. Taking the Huddle music to another level. Beyond the stars. That's our request there, Muñeca de Cristal. If it's not number one, then you need to look for another way to say it.
Que las perlas del mar, el tesoro que soñé. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal, una gema convertida en mujer. Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer. Que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer. Muñeca de cristal.
fireworks and everything.
What y'all think? What y'all think? Do y'all know that's the young man right here? That's the young man right here, right in front of us, the one and only Mr. Danny Ortiz. Muñeca de Cristal. Ronnie Lucero, you need to. I think you, Ronnie. I was talking to this young man right here. I was talking to Mr. Danny Ortiz this morning. And Danny, you remind me of so many people. You remind me of, like I said, Adran from Grupo Adran y Grupo Destino. And you remind me of my brother from another mother right here. You remind me of Ronnie Lucero. Y'all both got the biggest hearts, and y'all both are so.
What's up, Ronnie?
Y'all so music savvy, so giving. Ronnie, you need to get a hold of this young man, Danny Ortiz. I think that y'all could do a collaboration together that, oh my gosh, I mean, like I said, if it's not number one, then y'all need to go look for another radio station, because this is music right here. It was right there. It was put that great dancing music, the video, the whole concept is just like, wow.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, this is all in-house. we're doing it ourselves. Myself and my cousin Noe Ortiz, which is my manager, and we got the crew, we got the team, the guys to help us out with social media, también with the videos. We're coming up with the concepts and the ideas of how we need to direct it, I guess. Ideas with. We wanted to put the classic car in because also I was thinking, well, you know what? Muñeca de Cristal, of course, first of all, it's for the women. It's for all the women out there, all the girls, all the ladies. This is your song, and this is your song that your loved ones can sing to you. And with going with that song, going back real quick, I contacted Beto Ramon, and I was like, Beto, if you can help me out with this, I want a beautiful song, a nice, loving song, and a song for women. And he's like, "Está bueno, Danny. Mijito, let me get it in my head. Let me think about it. Let me see what I can do, and I'll get back to you tomorrow." And I'm like, "Tomorrow? Este vato? Okay." Okay. Hey, he's one of the top ones, right, for a reason. And sure enough, he calls me the next day. Danny, escribí un canción. I want you to check it out. A ver. Okay. So he plays it. He played it over the phone. At the time, I was in the Valley. Because, I live in Austin, Texas. Long story short, right now, I'm out of Austin. So I went home to go visit my mom. And then he's out of Corpus Christi. And I said, you know what? Let me drive up tomorrow when I leave, and I want to hear it in person. And he's like, "Órale." So he played it to me in person, dude. He goes, "This one's called Muñeca de Cristal, and I think you're gonna like it." Okay, boom. He goes and does it. He plays it. And I'm like, dude, that's a hit song. That's a hit song right there. I love the melody. I love the progression, and I love the lyrics. The lyrics are beautiful. You're saying beautiful things about a woman. And not only one woman, it's all women. It's a beautiful song. And so we got the song, we worked on it, and coming back to the video, I was thinking about it. And my cousin's like, "Hey, let's put the hot rod in there. Let's have a good time with it. Different scenes." I'm like, "Yeah, let's do that." And I was like, you know what? What's pretty cool about this? For me, it's like, okay, we're gonna put a classic car in the video. I was telling him, how do we use the car in the video to make sense that we're putting something right? If you're gonna put something, why are you gonna use it? And he's like, let's do it to where you're in the driveway, you guys are taking off, and you guys are going to the gig, right? You're going to the performance. And I said, okay, I like that concept. That's good. Okay. So we're using the car, of course, right, to get there. Okay. And then I'm like, the cinematographer, the videographer, Monin, he's like, I want to get this angle with the engine. You checking out the engine. Engine looks good. Close the hood. And I'm like, okay, we could start there. And then I closed it a couple of times. We recorded that scene a couple of times. And I'm like, no, I want Beto. I want Mr. Ramon to be in the car with me. I want to put him in the video a little bit more than what originally we were going to do, right? Playing the guitar in the backyard and all that. So they're like, okay, how do we do it? I want him standing by the door. The hood is up. The camera angle cannot see that guy. You don't know he's there yet. Until I close the hood, boom, ahí sale. He pops out of nowhere. And the people that know him or that don't know him are going to know him, right? The younger generation kids. But I know that all the Tejano fans already know who Mr. Ramon is. So for me was it came out perfect. We saw it and I'm like, yes, we're going to use it like that. And then we started adding to it. Let's get him driving by. Let's get the angle with him in the car and all that extra stuff. That way we have footage, right? For the video. And I was trying to say something with that. Trying to go back to your question. There was something I wanted to say. I mean, for me, it's an honor to have a songwriter at that caliber to be in the video that we produced. I don't like to call it my video, our video, because it's for everybody. It's I don't want to be like, this is mine, this is me. It's all about me. It's not about me. It's about the music project and just delivering good music for the Tejano fans. So that's why I say this music's your music. This is for you guys. The video, this is for you guys to enjoy and have a good time with it.
Yes. And
to get Beto there the day of the shooting, he was getting a Lifetime Achievement Award, a Writers Association over there in Eagle Pass or Caricio Springs. I think it was Caricio Springs area. And I told him, I know it's short notice, bro. It's about 2 days, 3 days out. We're shooting the video on Sunday, and I want to use you. Please tell me you're available. Hi, Danny. I'm on Caricio Springs Saturday. I'm going to be out there late. If I leave Sunday, I can get there by 4 in the afternoon or so. And I'm like, the sun is already setting by 5:36 at the latest. Orale. Okay, we'll wait for you. Nombre, he gets there like by 4:30. We're trying to figure everything out. And we're like, all of us are like, the sun's going down. We got to catch it. We got to do it now. Boom, hit record. Let's do it. Let's get this done. And so we started doing the video with his scenes on a Sunday afternoon. The sun went down. That's when we went to the backyard and shot him playing the guitar in the back and all that. So luckily everything worked. We got it.
Wow. Okay, we got some more. I'm gonna play another song.
Okay.
Another song, and I want you to tell us the story behind this one.
Se escucha todavía. Mi vida sin tu amor parece una mentira. No sé si fue un error. Las cosas así son. Pero es muy tarde ya. Hace tiempo que entregué mi corazón. Hay otra en tu lugar. Perdóname, mi amor. Ya no podía seguir llorando por tu adiós. Hay otra en tu lugar. No sé si lo mejor, pero me hace sentir muy cerquita de Dios. Hay otra aquí en mi vida, pero tú te llevaste mi amor. Solo, queriéndote olvidar, casi me vuelvo loco. No sé si fue un error, las cosas así son. Pero es muy tarde ya, hace tiempo que entregué mi corazón. Grande fue la herida y pude continuar. No es fácil olvidar un gran amor. Tu recuerdo va conmigo aquí en mi corazón. Espero un día más igual. Hay otra en tu lugar. Perdóname, mi amor. Ya no podía seguir llorando por tu adiós. Hay otra en tu lugar. No sé si es lo mejor, pero me hace sentir muy cerquita de Dios. Hay otra aquí en mi vida, pero tú te llevaste mi amor. Hay otra en tu lugar, perdóname, mi amor. Ya no podía seguir llorando por tu adiós. Hay otra en tu lugar, no sé si es lo mejor, pero me hace sentir muy...
Okie dokie. Now, what's the story behind the story?
I was looking up right now. I was trying to remember on that song who the bass player was when we recorded that song, and I believe it was Felix. I think it was Felix at that time, bass player for Intocable. When we recorded that song, I think he was in town or something happened. I don't know, something was there, and I think he said it. I think that was Felix. So anyway, going back to that song. So we were on tour and we were playing out there by, we were in New Mexico, I think. We were in New Mexico.
Okay, hold on.
Monday.
For everybody that don't know, who's we?
Oh, Jimmy Gonzalez.
Okay.
Sorry. Jimmy Gonzalez y Grupo Maes. The Jimmy Gonzalez, right, Maes era.
Mm-hmm.
Which started in the late 90s. And I don't know if I told you, I joined in 2000 or 2001, I think.
And what was your part with Jimmy Gonzalez?
My part was backup vocals.
Oh.
Backup vocals for him, for all the, all his new songs that he was recording at that time. And mind you, that was for a live performance. And then he invited me to sing some of the old Maes hits, classics, the Joe Lopez songs.
Oh,
the crowd would want him too, but he was like, you know what, Danny? No, I want you to sing it, and I'm going to concentrate at that time. I'm going to concentrate on the new songs coming out. Every once in a while, he'd be like, "Hey, move out of the way. I'm going to sing this song." That went. Hey, dude, you're the boss, and he would, because he would, that some nights he would feel like, "No, you know what? I want to sing this song." go for it, man. So I would do a lot of the songs como Vuelvo, ¿Acaso no soy? ¿Qué será? Laura. My favorite one, No te olvidaré. I think that's my ultimate Maes favorite. Yeah. Man, I know, and we did a lot more songs, other songs I can't think of right now. And like I told you, I'm the type of singer where it's like you learn the song, you drill it, you perform it. If I don't sing it, se va las letras. I'm like, God, dude, what are the lyrics again? I gotta go over it again. I'm notorious for that. Anyway, I'm no jukebox. I wish I was a jukebox like some of my friends that are just awesome with that. Como Cesar Martinez, el cantante de David Lee. Woo, man, that boy guy, he knows so many songs. I'm like, dude, I wish I knew that song. I wish I knew that song. Yeah, dude, he's got a gift. He's got a gift. Cesar, if you're out there, bro, what's up, my brother? See you soon. Going back to your question. Let me try to get back there. How did the song come about? So I was on the road with Jimmy Gonzalez. We finished a show in New Mexico. We were traveling. I think we were going either to Vegas or somewhere out there. We were out there. And I was traveling with him. Sometimes we would do the tour bus. Sometimes we wouldn't do a tour bus. We would do like Cadillacs or Lincolns and Suburbans and stuff like that. I think at that moment in time, I was with him, the driver, Lisa G, and I was in the car with them at that day because, people would take turns and stuff. We'd be out there. And Hay Otra en Tu Lugar comes out, the bolero, right? The balada, which originally was Pablo Montero. It's a Pablo Montero song. And that song come out. El eco de tu adiós. The way he would sing it. Se escucha todavía. And then he hears it and he's like, Oye la canción? Danny. And I said, yes, sir. You hear that song? Pick it up. We hear it. What do you think about that song? I go, it's very pretty. It's a very pretty melody. And I like the words. I can't understand all the words right now, but it sounds nice. You know what, dude? We're going to turn that song into a cumbia. Just like that. We're going to turn it into a cumbia. And that's going to be your song. You're going to sing it. We're going to record this song and you're going to sing it. This is going to be your song. It's going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit song. No más así. Okay. Okay, boss, you got it. So shortly after we went back and we kind of unplugged, rehearsed it, kind of just went over it. It was him, me, Johnny Rod, and probably Omero was there at that time, just going over the accordion stuff. And shortly after, boom, let's get into the studio. Just like that. Quick. I probably sang that song 2 takes, maybe 3 tops, 2-3 takes. And he's like, okay, we have what we need. We have what we need with the certain parts and all that. And he goes, we'll finish it. I'll finish it. And so I was there that day. I think that same day before me, I think that's when I remember Felix on bass, just laying down the bass lines. Johnny Rod doing everything. So and it's funny, that song really started hitting in Mexico because we would talk to some of the promoters out there when we would go out there every once in a while, or they would come out and see us in San Antonio or Houston. And I was there at that moment in time. The guy just telling Jimmy, hey Jimmy, nomás para que sepan que la canción de Hay Otra en Tu Lugar está fuerte, está pegando fuerte allá en México. And I'm like, where? Monterrey. I just remember him saying Monterrey, San Luis Potosí, and I'm pretty sure other places, other cities out there. And he goes, y también in Houston y Chicago. I remember the I don't know who the guy was, but that dude, I guess, knew all the stuff. It's hitting. They're playing it out there. They're doing good. Está pegando la canción del muchachito, de Danny. And that was it. That's the only part I heard on the conversation. And I'm like, hey, man, something's good coming out of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good tune. It's a real good tune. And with that being said, lately, you know, I'm recording this song. I'm recording other songs right now. And I go back and I'm like, let me go back to some of the songs I recorded with Jimmy, the few, right? And I heard Hay otra en tu lugar. And I keep hearing it. And I'm like, you know, no por nada, but this is still a good song, dude. The production, for me, it feels timeless. It doesn't hear, oh yeah, that song was recorded back in 2003. You know, if you hear it now, it sounds like a song that was just recorded this year or last year.
Mm-hmm.
It still holds. It still has weight, is what I'm trying to say. And a part of me feels that, you know, maybe Jimmy left me a template of how to record other songs that I can record today. You know, and this song's got it's a fusion, it's a hybrid of it's got the norteño feel, but also it's got the Tejano feel, and the way he combined it. You know, it's got the bajo sexto, the way the bass parts play, the way the drums are playing, the accordion part, but yet in the background, if you go back and hear it, you hear the strings, you hear the orchestra strings in the back, strings and cellos holding the sustaining chords. And then also you hear that classic timpani that Maes puts in their songs every once in a while, not all the time, you know, orchestral again. And también you hear the choir, which is another big Maes sound that the guys would use over the years. Not on every song, but certain songs, boom, kicks in. So for me, it's like, oh man, that's actually good instrumentation to use on my other songs that I want to record. And there's a song in my head, another Beto Ramon song called Esta Vez. We're starting to work on that song. Every time I hear Beto's demo version and then my recording of it, just an a cappella recording of it, I hear Hay otra en tu lugar. I hear that style for that song. And I think Esta Vez.
Is that's
a new song? That is a song that Beto wrote.
Okay, so it's a new one. It's not an old one.
Never been done.
Okay.
And he gave it to me. He told me, I want you to record it. It's a beautiful song, dude. It's a beautiful song.
Okay, because we're talking about Maes, and then you said Esta Vez. I mean, I know that they came out with the song.
Oh yeah.
Esta Vez. That's why I was just
title. I think everybody has probably used that title once.
Yes.
Probably every artist out there probably has a song called Esta Vez.
Yeah, that's I just wanted to make sure, because I didn't want people to get the wrong interpretation, thinking you're going to remake that song and then you're going to be waiting for that song.
No, but I do want to redo some songs. But try to make it as much as possible my own, and not to redo a song that already exists out there exactly the way it goes, you know? And I think that's what's going to happen with me with time. You know, in a way, I'm telling a story, you know, a chronological story, if you will. And where I left off was 2018, playing the last show with Jimmy in College Station. And so now I'm coming back, and right now my music is going to be very Maes, Jimmy Gonzalez heavy, influence. Because for me, he's been the strongest influence for me in Tejano. I'm not being biased about it. Maybe I am, right? Underneath. But for me, I've always liked the Maes sound. I've always liked it. Nothing to take away from all the other guys, because everybody has their style, their sprinkle, their cinnamon that they put on top that makes it them. David Lee Garza sound. San Antonio. That's San Antonio right there. The David Lee Garza sound. Jay Perez has his own sound, a little bit more R&B in there in the mix. Pero todavía, if you hear it, it has it where he came from. It has a little bit of that David Lee Garza influence. Ram Herrera had his own style. Emilio Navaira. Some of his songs sounds like David Lee, but it's his style. It's got that little twist to it. La Mafia. I like La Mafia, but I don't like them as much as Maes. That's just me. I love the guys and I appreciate their stuff. But yeah. Anyway, going back to my style, for right now, it is going to be very Jimmy Maes. But with time, like every artist, you slowly start finding your own sound.
Yes.
In my situation, I have never given myself the opportunity to do something for me. I've always been part of a band. I've always either backed up somebody like Jimmy Gonzalez. I've always been maybe the second singer of a group that's already in motion. So for this project, I've never given myself the opportunity to say, you know what, work on something for yourself. And of course, right now, what I'm doing right now, it's Tejano. It's a Tejano genre. And I'm trying to do something for myself. So I think with time, after so many songs come out, collaborating with other people and throwing in other ideas, I think with time, hopefully I can create and put my cinnamon, my little sprinkles on it. So when people hear it, they're like, that's Daniel. That's Danny Ortiz. He's not even singing yet. And I already know it's going to be a Danny Ortiz song.
Exactly.
Because you can hear that with Maes any day, any album, any song. Put it on the radio, más o menos ya vas a saber. This is even if you don't know the song, even if it's a brand new song coming out.
What would you say would be your favorite Jimmy G song?
Man, dude, he's got so many.
Well, I know there's probably one that hits you right in the Valentine.
La canción, how's it go? Chihuahua, I haven't heard it in a while. Amor, tengo algo que decir. Se trata de nuestro cariño. Na, 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 na. Amor. Yeah. Boom. Yeah.
Wow.
Great.
That's a good
Again,
one.
right? If I'm not singing the song, se me va las letras.
He says it right.
Lyrics. And see, that song, I never got a chance to really sing it vocal, primary vocals. I did the backups and I would find the harmonies. For me, again, touring with these guys, man, I'll say this. Any Maes that Jimmy Gonzalez was a part of from the 70s all the way to 2018, for me, best Tejano band in the world. And I think because Jimmy was a part of it and Jimmy was the producer, arranger, he's the one that made the magic. He made the magic. Him and Joe, they made magic together. Great combination. Joe's voice, beautiful voice. Beautiful voice.
Mm-hmm.
And then for me being chiquito and watching these guys in action when they
Oh,
were with EMI,
mm.
you know, pushing professionalism, that man.
Do you remember them when they were with Cara Records?
No, I don't remember, but you know, looking at a lot of the research and YouTubes and everything with what was his name? Griever? I forget his first name, but that on YouTube he tells you the full story. He tells you all the old school stories about that starting. I think it was Bob Griever.
Mm-hmm.
You can find that on YouTube. Whoever's looking, check it out. The history of Maes, and man, dude, great info with Cara Records. The promoter, A&R guy, de Corpus, Luis Silva, also great songwriter.
Oh,
Luis
yeah.
Silva. He was a poet, you know. I had the opportunity of with Jimmy singing with Rebecca Valadez. Oh my God. Talk about vocals. She's awesome. Awesome. You know, she used to tour with Janet Jackson. And I think also she helped out with Tina Turner, if I'm not mistaken. So I fell in a good place when the band, you know, the lineup, that lineup that we had back in the day was Jimmy, Rebecca Valadez. Also later was Casey Zavala.
Oh, Casey Zavala.
You know, where's Casey right now? San Angelo? She's in San Angelo area?
I think so. Yeah,
something like that.
I mean, Jimmy had a lot. He even had Margarita. Margarita
yes,
was
he did. Yes.
Good backup vocalist for Jimmy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he produced a lot of young ladies. I'm gonna do a little something if you don't mind, because you have your favorite Maes song. I'm gonna play my favorite Maes song.
Okay.
And hopefully you'll remember DJ Tiger Maes, and maybe you might release this one.
Ooh.
Just for DJ Tiger Maes. So I'm gonna let everybody know my favorite Maes song. And we're gonna take y'all back in time on the Tiger Eye Show Time Machine.
Ow!
How old were y'all when this song was number one?
Ayer fue tu cumpleaños. Ayer yo recordaba que siempre yo compraba un regalo para ti. Ayer fue tu cumpleaños. Ayer yo celebraba y sin querer yo compraba otro regalo para ti. ¿Qué voy a hacer con el regalo si tú no estás más a mi lado? ¿Qué voy a hacer con el regalo si ya no soy por ti amado? ¿Qué voy a hacer con el regalo que por costumbre ya he comprado. ¿Qué voy a hacer con el regalo si tú no estás más a mi lado? ¿Qué voy a hacer con el regalo si ya no soy por ti amado? ¿Qué voy a hacer con el regalo si nuestro amor ha terminado? ¿Qué voy a hacer con el regalo que por costumbre ya he comprado? ¿Qué voy a hacer con el regalo si tú no estás más a mi lado?
Wow. What y'all think? What y'all think about that one? Do you remember that one? Do you remember that one? Or was that before your time?
That was before my time, dude.
Wow.
That was before my time.
Man, you're making me
Dude,
show my age
dude, I'm
now. Man.
chiquito, bro. I'm chiquito.
You're making me show my age. Come on now, brother. You gotta agree with me or something. Come on now. So yeah, Tiger, I remember that one because
Yeah, I remember that.
Hello.
I remember that when my
You're
dad
making me
was
show
driving that 76 Pontiac.
Yeah, that's 76 pounds.
No,
Yes.
but see, that's another good jam right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
They,
I mean, and then back in the day, they were like 5-piece. Murillo,
Uh-huh.
right? Murillo's on bass.
mm-hmm.
I forget the keyboard guy's name. I forgot his name, but yeah, they were 5-piece. Adolfo, keyboard,
Danny.
bass, Joe, Jimmy. That's it. 5 guys.
Yes.
So I like how they would, keyboard strings, keep it simple.
Mhm.
That's what it's all about, man.
That's music right there. Because I mean, not to be rude or anything, but I mean nowadays, the studio does a lot. The studio does a lot for everybody.
Yeah,
Back then, it was just all
we're getting lazy, and knowing that it doesn't come out right, I can do the track again. Do the track again. Do the track again. It's not like back in the day, where like the Beatles and those guys would just get together and say, "Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's all play live. We're playing our parts. Record it." And I'm pretty sure they did maybe a little edit here and there, but it's like capture the band.
Exactly.
Which that would be pretty cool, man. That'd be pretty cool if I can try to do that with the band that I'm putting together, and maybe in the near future work on a song, drill it, already understand, we all know our parts, and just record it live.
That would be beautiful.
Record it live and really say, no, we're not doing edits. If we need an edit, maybe, but at the same time, try to know that's it, raw, boom, release it raw.
Yeah, that's the best way.
And I think it's cool when everything isn't perfect, because today I hear everything and it's like everything's so quantized and so tight and perfect and pitch perfect. And I think it's okay if a bass player plays a certain run and maybe the intonation might be a little off on a certain part. It's just a little off, or the guitar solo guy does a solo and there's just a little or whatever it is. Leave it. It's real. Leave it. It's real. We're human. For my vocals too, it's okay if I do something and it comes out, and I could sing it better.
Exactly.
Don't record it too many times. Just keep it real.
Be like Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5 when he was singing "I'll Be There," and he was supposed to say shoulder, and he
Okay.
said shoulders, and his brother Jermaine stopped the whole recording.
Yeah.
Quincy Jones says, "Hey, don't worry. It sounded great. Let Michael do Michael."
Exactly.
And what happened? "I'll Be There" became the biggest hit that the Jackson 5 ever came out with.
Yes. And shoulders can be, it's a double take. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
However, I mean, that's when somebody checks somebody out twice. That's a compliment right there. They got to do that double take.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly correct.
Yeah. That's like the biggest compliment anybody can get from somebody, not even saying a word about complimenting your beauty or however it is.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
That sounds like a song.
Yeah, we already made a song right here, man. Golly. We just need to add a little bit of more twist. And
I know, dude. I wish I was a lyricist. I'm terrible. I'll leave it to the guys that really know what they're doing.
you leave it to the Jesse Villarreals and the
Yes.
Humberto.
Si está escuchando Jesse, what's up, my brother? Jesse,
He's on right now.
He's a heavy hitter, man. He's got beautiful music. As a matter of fact, I got a couple of songs from him.
Oh,
and more coming my way. And thank you, Jesse, for that. Thank you. Musicians out there, if you guys are looking for a great songwriter, the up and coming ones that need some substance, something good to sing, something good to say, get with Jesse. Get with Jesse Villarreal. Beto Ramon is there too. Those guys, man, dude, they make magic.
Those are some legends.
They help us artists create a song that's worth listening to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know that Jesse Villarreal did a beautiful song for George Salazar.
Okay.
And me and George, we sang it one time,
Mm-hmm.
and I even surprised my wife. Yeah, we were at JD Canales' house, and George played that song, and I gave him some segunda. And
okay. Also, you do segunda voz too, bro. You play too? You musician or no?
No. My wife don't let me do nothing. My wife was shocked that I even did that. I mean, when I was singing, I felt her right there, right beside me, like, but I got the best compliment from Mr. George Salazar. And he said,
"Hey, send me the song, dude. Send me the song."
Okay.
Yeah, I'll check it out tonight.
I will send it to you. And I mean, George even said, he said, Tiger, he says, whenever I do that song, he said, I've never had nobody, not even the band members, been able to do the segunda like you just did. And I was like, wow. And so he said, Tiger, he says, whenever I'm in Texas, because he's from Michigan.
Okay.
That's why I call him the Michigan sensation. He said, whenever I'm in Texas and I'm doing that song, I want to do it live with you. And I was like, wow. I mean, that was a huge compliment, because I try to sing and my wife ain't really having it. He's just like, be quiet. I'm watching Lifetime, and I'm just like, okay, so I'll sing over here in my little corner by myself. But I'm not as good as you.
You know what, dude? I'm gonna say this. If you want to sing, you sing, brother. Anybody out there you want to sing, you don't have to be the best. You don't. As long as you get the corazón and the feel, belt it out there. And that goes for anybody else that wants to be an artist. Really, dude, I'm not even up there with all the other guys. I already know that. I like to sing, and I do what I do. Some people are going to say, hey, bro, I like you. Some other ones say, no, este vato, no vale, And we're always going to get that. It's never going to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're happy with it and you're having fun with it, And if you got some people that are enjoying it, why not? Have fun with it. Have fun with it, man. Oh yeah. There's so many singers out there like what's his name? God, dude, it sounds like you're floating on a cloud. Marcos Orozco.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh, okay.
Dude, honestly, this is my opinion. He's good, and a lot of people know he's good, but I think he's an underrated artist. For some reason, I have that feel of like, why isn't this guy, even though he's good and he's up there, but I'm like, no, man, this guy's he's up there. He's up there, and he's awesome, dude. His voice, you're just floating. He's like an angel when he just puts you in a happy place every time you hear his voice singing songs.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, he was probably we're just being honest, but he was my favorite David Lee.
You know what?
Vocalist.
I think he might be one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Everybody, it's hard to compare, because all those cats, all the singers that David Lee's had, they have their own thing.
Yes.
Their own charisma, their own sound, everything. So it's hard to compare, and I'm not comparing here, but I think maybe his songs for me, and maybe it was when I was growing up, my era, he was on there a lot, and a lot of those songs I remember. So I think everybody will have a different opinion depending when that singer was there, where they were at their time in their life.
Yeah, well, David Lee produced a lot. I mean, Ram, Jay, Emilio. I mean, I think everybody came from David Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think that's a beautiful thing, and that's something that when I get older, I would like to be that artist, that I do my thing, but when you see a younger cat that's got talent, get him up there so the people could check him out or her out. David Lee's done it. Jimmy Gonzalez, honestly, check out the Jimmy, we call it Jimmy University, right? Jimmy Camp, who has come out from his project alone and is doing good for themselves right now. Rebecca Valadez has done great for herself because she toured with Joe and Jimmy and all the years, right?
Yes.
J.R. Gomez, right? Conjunto Bandits. He's got a successful band, and he's the lead. He's doing great. He was with Jimmy. He was there when I was there. Albert Flores, the rock percussionist. That guy's played with so many different awesome bands. Tigres del Norte, he's played with them. He's toured with them, and Bobby Pulido and all these big bands. And I remember him. He's played for other bands before, but I think once everybody got with the Jimmy Gonzalez category, I think that's when a lot of other people started saying, "Hey, dude, this guy's with this guy."
I think
trae algo.
You also got. You mentioned him. You mentioned him earlier, Johnny Rod.
Johnny Rod.
That
Johnny
guy
Rod
is so freaking hard
from the beginning of the Jimmy era.
He is hard to get. I know a lot of artists want him for fanfare.
Yeah.
I got lucky and to get him to play with Alize Nino for fanfare a couple of years ago. And he's like, Tiger, he's like, I'm gonna do it for you. He's like, but right after I get off of hers, I'm running to that stage, and I gotta run to that stage, and I gotta run to that stage. So him and his wife, they had like 7 different keyboards because he was like setting up keyboards all over the place.
Yeah. Yes.
Johnny Rod is, it's hard because him and Brando, are probably the 2 top dogs as far as keyboardists.
Yeah.
That goes back to
and also, hey, Johnny's also a hard guy to get a hold of.
Yes.
Hey, Johnny,
very.
If you're listening, Johnny, call me.
Oh, yes. I mean, he's too busy baking. Have you tasted his baking?
Oh yeah,
I haven't tasted. I
awesome.
mean, I
It's
haven't. I'm
awesome.
waiting for him to send me some pan dulce,
Yes.
but he posted some pretty nice pictures of some pan dulce
Oh,
that he
dude,
made.
he's a great baker. He does
Mhm.
great. If I'm not mistaken, he used to do it with his grandpa. I think he started with his grandfather. I think his grandfather had the panaderia, and he would go out there and help out desde chiquito. So he knows his way around a kitchen when it comes to baking. Now, I'm pretty sure he's a good cook too, right? I'm pretty sure John's a great cook.
Yeah, I'm waiting because he's supposed to do a Tiger Eye show and he's supposed to bake, but like you
Ooh.
said, he's hard. He's hard to get a hold of because he's so freaking busy.
Yeah.
You know, being
Yeah.
such
I want him. Hey, Johnny, I need for you to do some songs with me. So we got other work to do. So with Muñeca, going real quick, Chris Perales is a great keyboard player. He plays with Mike.
Oh,
And
yeah.
of course, from the Jimmy camp, right? Was his son, Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics. They're doing good. They're doing great for themselves. Another band that's going up in the Tejano scene that is probably going to be around for years,
Uh-huh.
So a lot of great work and projects are coming out alone from the Jimmy camp, the Jimmy band, Jimmy Gonzalez. And it's taken me long enough because everybody tells me, Danny, when are you going to come out with something, bro? Yahweh? Yeah. So many years gone by. And I know I'm like, I'm working on something. Yeah, I'm working on something. You get tied up with family and the kiddos and, everything. So anyway, I'm coming out and I hope, it comes out. It comes out good and it becomes a healthy Tejano project that people want to call me and say, hey, bro, I want you for this festival. I want you for this event. I want you to open up for this guy. I just want it to be good. And I'm not going to start playing until the project sounds good for live. I don't want to come out sounding, half. And I'm already getting contacts from people interested in me performing, but I'm like, I don't want to rush it. I want to make sure the band members that I'm getting for this project are going to be good and tight, and we come out sounding good.
Okay, so if need be, are you ready to go out there and put on a hell of a show?
With the right musicians that can be like, give me the set list. I'm ready in 1 week, 2 weeks. We're ready. Let's do 1 or 2 practices if we have to, and get out and do it. Yes. With
because
the right musicians.
I'm blessed. Roxanne Reese is on, and I'm blessed to be good friends with Mr. Jim Luna. Mr. Jim Luna.
Great promoter.
And I'm blessed because he asked me to be VIP, take my Tiger Eye show for New Year's Eve for Signo and Los Conjunto Cats.
Nice.
And I mean, I would love to get you on board with him and have you perform at one of his events.
That would be beautiful. That would be totally awesome. Yes, he is a promoter that's on my mind. I said I will approach him when I know I'm ready to deliver, right? Last thing anybody wants to do is come out and not sound good, and then of course people, it's a reflection, right? I want it to be a good positive thing. So he knows that I could trust Danny. I could trust Danny to do another show when I'm getting my stuff together.
Well, you know what? This is why I believe that Danny Ortiz is ready for the big stage. Is this reason right here?
cuando yo te vi por primera vez. Y aunque alguien te traía de la mano, soñaba yo con volverte a ver. Al fin en una fiesta entre amigos te volví a mirar y no aguanté. Me acerqué a ti muy despacito y al ver tus ojos me enamoré. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal y con mi vida yo te cuidaré. Más valiosa que las perlas del mar, el tesoro que es su miel. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal, una gema convertida en mujer. Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer.
Oh yeah, we got the awesome Mr. Jim Luna in the house. Jim, the one and only Daddy Ortiz. We need to welcome him on one of the big Jim Luna promotions. The one and only Daddy Ortiz.
Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal y con mi vida yo te cuidaré. Más valiosa que las perlas del mar, el tesoro que es su miel. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal, una gema convertida en mujer. Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer. Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer. Muñeca de cristal, es tuyo mi querer. Muñeca de cristal.
And there it is, Muñeca de Cristal. And there he is, the man right there, the man with the plan, Jim Luna. Thank you, Jim.
Going on,
That
guys?
was my brother from another mother, this young man right here, Mr.
Thank you.
Danny Ortiz, Muñeca de Cristal.
Thank you. Saludos a Mr. Jim Luna in the house. Thank you so much, Mr. Luna, for tuning in. And I always see that you do great work, great productions, great events. And, I'd be happy to work with you whenever we're ready and whenever you're ready to get a band in to fill in a spot. And we'll take it from there. We won't disappoint. It'll be a good time. Have a fun time with the crowd.
You're going to make me cry.
Ah.
You're going to make me cry. That was so beautiful, man. I mean, it's beautiful to have all the Tiger Eye Show family members, such wonderful artists such as yourself, wonderful promoters such as Jim Luna. As a matter of fact, speaking of Jim Luna, I'm going to be doing a live interview with him tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Everybody tune in because you never know what you're going to find tomorrow on the Tiger Eye Show. 7 p.m., the man behind the plan, Mr. Jim Luna, is going to be doing a special Tiger Eye Show. And we're working on We're working on some things. So everybody clear your schedule for tomorrow night because it's gonna be an interview. What'd you say, DJ Eminem earlier? What was I at? My wife just informed me right now. She just informed me that right now we are at 1K views right now on
Nice.
this right now.
Nice.
So
Thank you,
that
everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to what I got to say. Sometimes I feel I have nothing to say, but aquí andamos having a good Friday night together, all of us.
yes, and he just posted lots of free tickets.
Nice.
He's got some tickets that he's going to be giving away tomorrow night. So for the New Year's Eve batch for Signal, Los Conjunto Cats
Where's it going to be?
in Beeville. How
Oh,
far are
wow,
you from
Beeville.
How far are you from Beeville?
Como unos 2.5, maybe 3 hours, 2.5 hours,
Wow.
somewhere there.
Would you like to join us?
No, maybe a little bit less. Maybe, yeah, almost 2 hours, 2.5 to Beeville. What's going on?
Would you like to join us in Beeville for the New Year's Eve bash?
That would be nice.
I mean, Signal's going to be there. Los Conjunto Cats, Roxanne Reese's daughter, Bianca Reese, is going to be performing. Alice A. Nino is going to be performing.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure Jim Luna wouldn't mind having you there as a guest VIP.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice, Mr. Luna. We'll see. Let's see. We'll talk about it.
That would be so
That
awesome.
would be great.
To have you there.
That'd be a fun night.
Yes.
You know, to this day, I have not had the privilege to see Signal. Can you believe that?
Are you serious?
I just haven't had the chance. Either I'm playing, performing, or just, you know, too busy with family, with the kids and all that stuff.
Wow.
So some of the guys, the Rosas brothers, David, Chris, Checo, right? El animador de Signo. I believe it was them, me, and maybe, I don't know if Richard was there. I'm trying to remember if Richard went to Pace from Brownsville, but we were all in high school together.
Wow.
I don't know if we were the same class or not, but I remember, I think David was a little younger. He was a couple of years younger. And then I remember Checo. I still remember Checo. The way he is on stage, dude, is the same guy in the hallways, in the senior hallway, going down Perico, just talking and going at it and chistes and this and that. I remember him. So when I saw him up on stage with Jesse, I'm like, dude, that's the perfect gig for this guy, because that's what he does. In English, Spanish, perfect, just back and forth and going at it. So, dude, that guy, to me, hands down, Checo is the best animador for La Onda Tejana y también Norteño side, because they're like rockteño, right? A little bit of both. Dude, that guy's perfect. I would love to have Checo or somebody like him for me. To have somebody help me out, just put some good energy on stage. I need a partner in crime. I know myself. So maybe we can brainstorm. Maybe we know somebody.
Do y'all know somebody that could dance and hype up the crowd? Do y'all know anybody like that? Vicky V, Roxanne Reese. Do y'all know anybody that could join Mr. Danny Ortiz on stage and hype up the crowd? If y'all know anybody, you know, let us know. Let us know right now.
You know, for me, dude, I don't have to be the solo artist. And I feel a little like Danny Ortiz, you know, like, doesn't have to be only me, man. You know, I want to share the stage with other people, you know. But I guess it's a little something where it's like, well, like, got to get used to it, you know. But then again, for me, it's not all about me. It's about the project and just making a good product and let the people enjoy it.
Oh, yes,
That's
yes,
what
yes.
it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Yes, that is so true.
If I can be the next guy that can invite young guys the way Jimmy invited me on his stage, that way the people can see them and know who they are and start slowly making a fan base for themselves, the way David Lee Garza has done it over the years, which I think is the smartest thing. It's also beautiful to do that. When it's time to, like a birdie, it's time for them to fly and do their own thing. Orale, bro. Do it to it.
Man, you're gonna make me have.
You get somebody else in to help them out. Why not?
You're gonna make me have to put in my 2 weeks notice at work.
Come on, brother. Let's go. Let's do it.
Roxanne Reese says Tiger Maes. David Vela says Tiger Maes. Vicky V says Tiger Maes. My wife is laughing over there. I don't know. What do you think, DJ Eminem? Oh, you say I'm fine just being on the Tiger Eye show? Wow, my wife says I can't go on stage right now. I can't put in my 2 weeks yet. I was already going to call in sick tomorrow and the next day and the next
No, you can't go too far right now because somebody needs help with the buñuelos and tamales and all that stuff. So, right? You're going to have to get to work.
Exactly. But you know what? That is so beautiful. That is so awesome. Of you thinking of others, and not thinking of yourself. Like, you know what? It's all about Danny Ortiz. It's all about me. I mean, that is very nice of you.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that.
That is very awesome. And going back to you saying, I mean, what school? I mean, what kind of school did you go to? Because you've just named a bunch of heavy hitters that you've gone to school with. I mean,
oh man, yeah, dude, another guy. I'm terrible with names, guys. I'm terrible with names, and I apologize. I'm the worst. Big Circo.
Big Boy.
Yeah, el acordeonista.
Yeah, Big Boy.
Yes.
Wow.
He was also there too. I think
Alex.
we're in the same class.
His name was Alex.
Alex, ándale.
Yes.
Yes.
May he rest in peace.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, Big Circo would never be the same without Big Boy Alex. I mean, he was.
I did it back in the day. I think he was in that mariachi or he was in choir. I think something like that. But I never knew he played accordion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, so do you have a yearbook with all these people in it?
Dude, I would have to go back,
man.
Crazy.
That would be a serious yearbook to have for.
I mean, Mike Gonzalez, Grupo Más, también.
Wow.
It's just all these cats came from the Brownsville area, Pace High School, Hannah High School, Porter. We got a lot of great musicians, and I think that the way the teachers were, the band directors, choir instructors, I think they put that, I'm trying to use the right word, instilled that, I don't know if that's the right word, in us with our rehearsals, our marching pigskin rehearsals. Back in the day, we really didn't have water breaks. We were out there in the hot sun in summer marching. And they say, anybody moves, you're going to run laps. Back in the day. They were doing it almost like, I was like, man, I guess I'm being groomed here to go to the army or something because these guys are like.
We have a Claudia Ortiz Palomares.
That's my sister. Mi hermanita, Claudia Palmenes.
Yes. She says, Danny has always been an awesome front man. His engagement with the crowd is always reciprocated, and it's awesome to see the crowd vibe back with him. So with that being said, also shout out to Christy Anderson, Jamie Canales in the house. With that being said, what would you say would be your most memorable performance that you've ever done and why?
Ooh, Oh man, dude, that's a hard question.
Your sister brought it to my
I think she's being nice. I don't know what she's talking about, pero what's up, Claudia? I love you. Thanks that you're out there hanging out with us. She's the vocalist too on Muñeca.
Oh wow, I'm gonna have to get her on the show too then.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to. Maybe we can do it next time together. We'll see.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you got to hear her sing Selena, and oh my God, she knocks it out of the park. And I'm not saying it because she's my sister, but man, she's got pipes on her. Great vocalist. Great vocalist.
For you to have that confidence in her to be on your hit song, I mean,
yeah,
she has to be good.
I called her. I said, "Hey, you're doing this song. You're doing. I need you on backups. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you." She's like, "Okay, send me the song. I'll get it."
Wow.
I mean, she's going to be a part of the project as much as possible.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Family, it's
as many
beautiful
as she can, get out there and be a part of it with me. And I'll probably even get her to do some songs. She doesn't know it yet, but oh well. Now she does.
She said now she does an exclusive on the Tiger Eye show.
Yeah.
She's gonna be out there.
Okay, the best performance. Man, I'm trying to remember. Most memorable. I don't have one on the top of my head. I mean, we did so many. We played at the Dallas, Texas Stadium, opened up for Ramon Ayala, Intocable. We played numerous times with David Ligarza, Jake Perez. And, all those shows, great shows. Just a turnout. The people just showed up. So you just have this energy. Man, dude, I don't know. I can't get one.
You can't just specifically think of one and why. I mean, because what was your well let me rephrase it. Your first performance you ever did.
I'll get to that real quick. I think my favorite performances to do with Jimmy was, I think, hands down, had to be Fiesta, San Antonio. under the highway, because the people were just so engaged and having fun and just eating it up. They would love it. I think every time we would play those gigs, especially in San Antonio, you're just feeling the love. Everybody's just there.
Yeah.
It's like they're not your fans, they're your friends and familia, because you do see a lot of familiar faces every time you play San Antonio.
Oh yes.
You're like, oh man, dude, yeah, I remember you from this gig, and this was support. It's great.
Yeah.
But then when we would go to Houston, you get the same love, and we would play, I forgot which places, man. It's a big old dance clubs in Houston. And Dallas también, out there with Frank T in Dallas. Houston for us was, I always remember Tejano Loco. Every time Tejano Loco would put something with his crew, promotions, awesome. And then Frank T in Dallas, at the New West, and all the other stuff. Plaza at the Park in Houston, downtown. That's another great stage to be a part of. And I was fortunate to be a part of all that, and it's awesome. There's another gig in Houston we did. We did the you guys remember Astroworld? The Astroworld Amphitheater. We opened up for Los Cumbia Kings.
Ooh.
The Quintanillas. Ooh. And great turnout. Just packed. Beautiful energy. And so, that made our time performing up there is like, come on, dude, let's put some ganas. Let's go. Let's put it in overdrive. Vámonos. and just give the people a good show.
And I mean, I bet, and then probably makes you feel even better knowing that, like, especially, well, speaking about Fiesta, knowing that we're out there. I mean, y'all don't go on till like, what, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. And then you have all of us out there from 12 noon sitting in the front because we don't want to lose our space for.
Dude, that's crazy. It's like Woodstock or one of those, just out there.
Yeah, literally, we have to sit out there and put our lawn chairs, and it's hard because we can't even go to the restroom because once you go to the restroom, you lost your spot. That's it. You're going to the very back.
And then for us to be backstage and we have our own restrooms, the porta potties and all that, and water and all that, you take that for granted. Even though those kind of performances, they don't pay you. In a way that's like, hey, dude, come over here and give the people something, Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people complain about, no, but I have to find parking and then I have to pay and then I have to get through the traffic and then para tocar gratis, ¿pa qué? Well, it's the pa qué part is because it's for your fans. The people are out there, like what you said, waiting since 12 o'clock, since the morning to get that spot. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why you're doing it. And you're doing it because these people appreciate you and support you all year long. So
yes,
go and be a part of it. And it's also a part of being a part of the community. Be a part of the San Antonio community. Even though you don't live there, you're a part of it because you're in the Tejano industry.
Exactly.
Do it.
It's history.
Be lucky that you have fans. Be appreciative, Mm-hmm. If when it comes down to taking photos and autographs and all that, be there for the people and do it. And don't do it because it's a chore, right? Don't think of it as a chore. Think of it as it's an opportunity to get to know your fans, your people. You might not remember their name, but you're going to remember something.
Yes.
Because they will come back. So give them the time. And they're just asking for 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Give it to them. They deserve it.
Wow.
I was going to say something. I had the opportunity for big guys like Selina's dad, Mr. Quintanilla, to watch me perform on stage when we opened up for Cumbia Kings. He was there that night. I got a little nervous when I was singing, and I turned to my right, and I saw him right there, just staring, just looking, studying. I'm like, ay, wey. You know what? Don't overthink that little part. Get back to work and concentrate. You gotta focus because you start thinking things. The other part that felt really nice when we did Market Square one year, we did the performance in the middle of the day. I think it was middle of the day performance that we had to do. We finished. I don't know. I think it was at nighttime. It was getting closer to nighttime. We finished, and I'm walking around, and I go to Mi Tierra restaurant in San Antonio. And I'm there. I'm like, let me get a little appetizer. I want to eat something. A lady stops me. Oh, sir, excuse me. Were you the singer singing on stage a few minutes ago with Jimmy Gonzalez? And I said, yeah, just got done. Hey, I just want to let you know, I'm going to compliment you on your voice performance. Hey, you're doing a good job. Really good. I really enjoyed it. And I said, oh, okay, cool. And she goes, what's your name again? Danny Ortiz. And I go, and what's your name? She goes, oh, I'm Suzette Quintanilla, Selina's sister. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? I'm like, man, I felt like humbled and like, wow, who are you who are you to give me a compliment? You know what I mean? It's like, mm-hmm. You don't have to give me a compliment, Mm-hmm. But she was either being nice and I think honest about it, you know. She didn't have to give me that compliment. You know,
That's huge.
she's been on those huge stages with her sister, with you know, the best vocalist in Tejano, Selena. So for me, I took it very humbly, and you know, you don't get a big head about compliments like that. I'm not like that, but I will take, you know, the compliment. So for me, I freaked out. I was like, wow, dude, that's like, you know, for Selena's sister to say that, I'm doing something. I'm doing something right, you know.
Yes, very right.
So
Very
that was probably one of my coolest moments.
It's having Suzette compliment you. I mean, I can see that. I can see that.
I guess maybe not performing wise, stage performance, but I guess you're when you're on cloud nine is when we went to the Latin Grammys twice when I was with them. So Miami one year, LA the other year, and you're mingling with international artists, you know, other people. Pablo Montero was there. And, you know, I told them, hey, we recorded your song, Tejano Style, and all that. We met NSYNC, all the NSYNC guys were there. You know, we told them, hey, our band, Jimmy Gonzalez band, we re-recorded one of your songs. Do you know that, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Or no?
Which one was it? Let all the Tiger Eye Show family members know.
Do any of the people watching know? Ask them. Do you guys know what the name of the song is that the NSYNC song that Jimmy Gonzalez re-recorded?
Let's go, Jose Luis Gotti.
In Spanish. It's in Spanish.
He would know.
A ver.
Let's see.
That's a good little trivia right there.
That is.
That's a good trivia to ask your people when they need to win tickets or something.
Let's see. Somebody's going to come up with that one real quick. I know they are.
Well, yeah, because they're going to do Google. Put a Google.
Your sister got it.
She already looked it up.
She Googled it.
I hear your voice. I heard your laugh.
She Googled it. She
A huevo.
Google's her friend. This I promise you.
Yeah. But the name of the song, the Jimmy song?
Mm-hmm.
Ándale.
And who sung that song?
Jimmy did. And I did the backups on that song.
Can you give us a little piece? Just de volada.
That's what I'm trying to do. Hold on real quick.
Ooh, a Tiger Eye Show exclusive.
Hey.
She said, I don't need Google.
I think it's Facebook.
Wow.
A ver. No, I don't want that. I'm looking it up right now. Wow, dude. A ver. It's a ranchera song. Una polka.
Shout outs going out to Marisela Martinez Ayala, the wife of the awesome trumpet player Luis Ayala from Grupo La Fiebre in the house. Must have gone out to all the wonderful guys and all the wonderful wives from Grupo La Fiebre in the house.
Grupo Fiebre, dude. It's a powerhouse right there.
Oh, man.
A ver, let me see if I can do it. Aquí. Si sientes frío en tu corazón, seré tu abrigo, tu ilusión. Hasta ya no respirar, yo te voy a amar. Yo te voy a amar. It's probably the wrong key. Cuando sientas tristeza que no puedas sanar. Cuando hay un vacío que no puedas llenar, te abrazaré, te haré olvidar lo que te hizo sufrir. No vas a caer mientras que estés junto a mí. Dude, that's a good song right there.
That's a good song. You know what?
Yeah.
And you said you were the backup vocalist on that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many of y'all would like to hear that one right there? How many of y'all would like to hear Yo Te Voy a Amar? With our brother from another mother, Mr. this young man right here.
I think it was me. I think it was me and Rebecca Valadez. I think we did the backups. I don't think it was Casey yet. I think Rebecca did this one.
Okay, are y'all ready? This is how we do it on the Tiger Eye Show. We're gonna bring you the best of the best of the best. Here we go. Jimmy G, Legends Never Die. With our brother from another mother, this young man right here. The one and only Danny Ortiz. Let's get it. Yeah. We're going to leave you on to hear your segunda.
Ay, güey.
Let's get it.
That's right.
Cuando sientas tristeza que no puedas calmar, cuando hay un vacío que no puedas llenar, te abrazaré, te haré olvidar lo que te hizo sufrir. No vas a caer mientras estés junto a mí. Si sientes frío en tu corazón, seré tu amigo, tu ilusión. Hasta ya no respirar, yo te voy a amar. Yo te voy a amar.
Yeah. Too much.
Yo siempre te he amado, mi amor, yo estaré por siempre a tu lado, nunca me alejaré. Prometo mi amor, te juro ante Dios, nunca te voy a faltar. Tu corazón no volverá a llorar. Si sientes frío en tu corazón, seré tu abrigo, tu ilusión. Hasta ya no respirar, yo te voy a amar. Yo te voy a amar. Sigo muriendo por ti. Sigo muriendo por ti. No te quiero yo así. Sin tu amor es mi vida, mi vida. No sé cómo podré vivir si sientes frío en tu corazón. Seré tu abrigo, tu ilusión.
Algo así.
Hasta ya no respirar, yo te voy a amar. frío en tu corazón, seré tu abrigo, tu ilusión. Hasta ya no respirar, yo te voy a amar. Yo te voy a amar. Si sientes frío en tu corazón, seré tu abrigo, tu ilusión. Hasta ya no respirar.
Wow. That was a serious one right there. That was a serious one right
Haven't
there.
done that one. A ver. Hey, brother. Battery is going low right now.
Wow. Wow. This is just such a great interview. We still got a lot of Tiger Eye Show. And we got more coming in. We got Abel, Rebecca, Luera in the house. Luera Street Tacos. Hey, we never know when these guys are gonna show up, and we can get some tacos from Abel, Rebecca, Luera's Street Tacos. We are live with the one and only Danny Ortiz. Shout outs going out to Stacy Anderson Ebener in the house. Much love, much love. She says remix was fire. Love it, love it, love it, love it, loved it. Thank you, thank you. Shout outs going out to the man behind the plan, Noe Nilo Ortiz. Thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing us to have the awesome Danny Ortiz and Victorious Promotions. Thank you, Vicky V, for setting all this up.
Thank you, Vicky.
This was one for the books. Real quick, before we say goodbye, you said you were at the Grammys. Did you get a Grammy with Jimmy?
You know what? I didn't get the physical award at that time because they issued those later, right? You went in.
Okay.
It takes some months to receive them. At that time, I was having other ideas of I wanted to go back to school. I wanted to do other things at that time. So by the time I left the band, I didn't get a chance to get the Grammy because when they dispersed it and everything. So,
okay.
But if you look me up in the Latin Grammys .com and you put the title of Si Me Faltas Tu album and all that stuff, whoop, my name shows up. My name's on the list with the rest of the band. And that was totally cool that Jimmy told Freddie Records and them, said, hey, I want to make sure that my musicians, names are mentioned and that they get the awards. So that was nice because they didn't have to put our names in there.
That is so awesome.
So, yeah, that's cool of him to include us.
Very, very, very. Well, before we say goodnight,
yes, sir.
One more thing. Jimmy, if anybody, first of all, if anybody wants to get a hold of you, how can they get a hold of you?
So they can get a hold of me at my website, which is DannyOrtizOfficial.com. 2 F's, like oficial, but official with 2 F's. And from there, you can get all the links, all my social media links. You could also find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, my YouTube page. That video you played, if you can post it on your page, DJ Tiger, and the people can click on it. That way they can get to the page. They can subscribe también and follow me on any updates, any YouTube updates that I do. And from there, you should be able also to get to the links on all my redes sociales, on my Facebook stuff.
Okay. One more thing.
Monday.
In memory of the late great Jimmy G, legends never die. What would be your most memorable moment, just to let us all know that you experienced with the icon, the king himself, Jimmy G?
Man. There was I was a part, and I'm glad that I was a part of all the Maes barbecues, hangouts. I think I had a lot of great moments with Jimmy. Everything from studio time working with Jimmy and Johnny Rod in the San Antonio condo that he had, creating how's that song? Dime que me quieres y dime que me adoras. Song. I was there at the moment creating that song with Johnny Rod and Jimmy Gonzalez.
Wow.
Johnny Rod playing the keyboard. You know, that little part came from Christopher Cross. Sailing.
Oh, wow.
And Johnny Rod was playing it. I'm like, oh, that's an awesome song. I remember that song. It's a beautiful song. Jimmy was in the other room, and he comes over and said, Johnny, that's one of my favorite songs. It's a beautiful song. Keep playing it. Keep playing it. He got his guitar. And he just started humming the it started off with a hum guitar and that keyboard part, and he created a whole song out of it. I saw that magic. They ended up making the demo that night. And that started like at 12 midnight, and we didn't sleep till about 4:30 in the morning.
Wow.
So that's just one of the really cool, you know, moments hanging out with Jimmy. Another one is, you know, him and me hanging out in Corpus Christi somewhere. We were waiting for somebody. Somebody was doing an errand, and we were there. And he tells me, hey, Danny, I just want to let you know, bro, I appreciate everything that you're doing. You're doing a good job, my brother. You're doing good. And keep it up. Keep it up. You're doing good. Keep it up. He didn't have to tell me that, but hey, dude, he wanted to, so it's beautiful.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Oh man. I mean, we would be on the road. Everybody be tired of the road. But as soon as we got home, especially if it was a Sunday, you know, we started on a Tuesday run, finished on a Saturday. Everybody gets home Sunday. He's calling, or he has Mike call the guys that are in Brownsville. Hey, what are you guys doing? Come over. We're going to barbecue. We want you to hang out with us. We're going to either watch Monday Night Football or Monday Night Raw, you know, wrestling.
Wow.
And we're barbecuing and come out. Let's hang out. Let's hang out. Jimmy always wanted to hang out. He loved it. He loved having musicians over, like family. And then, you know, Adolfo Garcia would come by, Kinke, Adolfo's son, his sister Cindy. You know, people would just come over. And Henry and Trisha, and man, dude, everybody just come out and hang out. So it was cool. It was a good time. Good time.
Wow.
Yeah. And just many other moments. It goes with the whole Maes guys. I remember all of us would get together and people would tell stories. Other stuff that I didn't even know. Everybody will go back and forth. And all of us said, God, dude, never ending Maes stories. Maes, he could probably tell the story 365 days a year.
Wow.
And still come up with experiences and stories and, you know, crazy stories that we stay in between us guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, old Joe Lopez, Jimmy stories when Jimmy and them were in their 80s, 70s, the crazy things that they would do. He would tell us, but, you know, it stays between us. Crazy stuff. And so, you know, I will forever be a part of the Maes story, the Maes family, and how the guys say it. I'll always be a Maes homie. I'm one of the Maes homies.
Wow. Well, I like, on behalf of myself, on behalf of my wife, on behalf of my boys, on
Yes.
behalf of all the Tiger Eye Show family members, and on behalf of my awesome assistant Vicky V, I'd like to say thank you, Danny, and thank you to your brother
Thank you.
for blessing us on such short notice We just put this together real quick. I called Vicky. I said, Vicky, I said, I need to do a Tiger Eye show tonight. It's Friday. I mean, there's our boy Danny Ortiz. I know you were sick. That's why you couldn't do the Christmas special with us.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get over this cold allergy thing that's been going on for a couple of weeks. And it's, hanging in there right now. I was going to record some vocal tracks too on my next song to finish it up, but I couldn't do it because I was a little under the weather. So we'll postpone that to another week or two.
Yes. Yeah. And let's see. We have thank you to Mr. Jim Luna.
Yes.
For everything. I'll be having a live tomorrow, so y'all be looking out for that one. Okay. Your brother Noe said, let us pick up a little more speed, and we would love to come back on.
Yes, definitely.
So there will be a part 2 to this one.
And if Noe wants to be a part of it, more than welcome.
Oh, that would be so beautiful. Yeah. And your sister. We got to bring your sister on. Yeah. She's part of the magic.
Yes.
She's part of Muñeca de Cristal.
Definitely.
So, ya con esta lo despedimos. And I'm going to do a special song talking about the legend, the icon himself, Jimmy G. Legend. Never died. We're going to do this last song. Well, we got 2. We're going to do this one, then we got one more. And we got to say goodnight. Thank you. I'd like to dedicate this song going out to my wife and my boys. I feel that Jimmy wrote this song especially for me. It's called En el Último Momento, in memory of the late, great Jimmy G, going out to all his sons and his awesome wife. Jimmy G.
Thank you, DJ Tiger, so much, and the opportunity to give me this time to spend some time with you guys and talk about the project and everything. Vicky V también. Vicky V, thank you for your support and everything that you're doing out there. Appreciate you. And to all the listeners out there, the fans, thank you very much for sticking with us these last couple of hours. I don't know, about 2.5 hours or something like that, but fun times. It went by quick. And keep listening to the song. Look me up on my social media, Daniel Ortiz Official. And we'll see you guys soon. We'll see you soon.
That's right.
Happy New Year to everybody, too. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
That's right. Are y'all ready? This is what you get on the Tiger Eye Show. It's all about family. It's all about love. Thank you once again. Going out to Mr. Danny Ortiz. Here we go. Jimmy G. Legends never die.
Never.
Al final de mi camino, cuando me sienta cansado y que Dios llame mi nombre, te quisiera a mi lado. Al final de mi camino, quiero que tomes mi mano para decirte que te quiero, para decirte que te amo, para decirte que te amo. En el último minuto de mi vida, yo le voy a dar las gracias a mi Dios por los años que viví yo contigo, por los hijos que tuvimos tú y yo. En el último respiro de mi aliento, voy a pronunciar tu nombre una vez más. Y antes de cerrar mis ojos para siempre, quiero un beso de tu boca una vez más.
Oh yeah, once again, on behalf of DJ Tiger Maes, on behalf of my wife, Jimmy Maes, on behalf of my boy Bobby Joshua Maes, thank you to the one and only Danny Ortiz. Y'all go look out for my brother from another mother. Coming out, taking your 100 by small, going out to our brother Jim Luna.
Al final de mi camino,
cuando me sienta cansado y que Dios llame mi nombre, te quisiera a mi lado al final de mi camino. Quiero que tomes mi mano para decirte que te quiero, para decirte que te amo, para decirte que te amo. En el último minuto de mi vida, yo le voy a dar las gracias a mi Dios por los años que viví yo contigo, por los hijos que tuvimos tú y yo. En el último respiro de mi aliento, voy a pronunciar tu nombre una vez más. Y antes de cerrar mis ojos para siempre, quiero un beso de tu boca una vez más. Quiero un beso de tu boca una vez más.
Once again, Jimmy G, legend, never die. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Eddie Ortiz, got me looking out for my brother from another mother. Big, 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 big. You know how big? This big. Right out to my wife, DJ, I'm in that Tiger Maes. I'll be looking out for my brother from another mother. I want to know only Eddie Ortiz. Muñeca de Cristal. I requested on all your favorite radio stations. Like I said once, and I'll say it again. If it's not number one, find you another station. Good night. God bless.
Cuando yo te vi por primera vez, y aunque alguien te traía de la mano, soñaba yo con volverte a ver. Al fin en una fiesta entre amigos, te volví a mirar y no aguanté. Me acerqué a ti muy despacito, y al ver tus ojos me enamoré. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal, y con mi vida yo te cuidaré. Más valiosa que las perlas del mar, el tesoro que soñé. Tú eres mi muñeca de mi querer. Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer.